So fucking, dude, you got really skinny.
I know.
Like,
I'm gonna start working out when I move. I'm moving in June, and there's like a home gym, like apartment gym. I'll start working out maybe.
but you live in
I haven't
Maple.
been to the gym since high school or since Cap.
Were you working out at Cap?
I remember in the off season, like going into next year, I was working out, and then I was doing that class, and then it was like if I failed, I had to sit out like the first semester of next year.
Yeah.
But then I was sitting there in class, and I was thinking like, am I really finna come back next year? Like, do I really want to do this school? Because my GPA ended up being 1.2.
Like right at the was it 1.0 you were supposed to get?
2.
Yo, I remember this so clearly too. I remember Cass came up to us and he's like, yo, because I think you did well on one of the tests. And he's like, yo, did you cheat on it? And you're like, no, I don't cheat on tests. I cheat on girls. That's what he actually said.
Wow.
You're wild, man.
I was wild.
Are you still wild?
No.
Yeah, you are, man.
No, I'm chilling now. I'm chilling now.
So fuck
We
it.
live right now?
Huh?
We live?
We've been live.
Oh, okay.
We've been live. So comic book, bro. It came out Thursday. So like I don't even want to talk too much about it, but like what's the process of making a song? I just want to know.
When I first so what I do is like sometimes I write, like sometimes I'll sit like wherever I am and like listen to a beat and write the whole song. But sometimes when you do that and you go to record it, like it's not the same vibe as what you thought in your head, like when you're writing it, so it doesn't work out. So then I changed to like doing punch in. This is basically I play the beat, I kind of do like one line off the top of my head, and then like record the next and just like keep punching in like that. But if I want to like really get into like a bag and like talk about some real shit, then I'll write it. Cause like I've always been good at like write. Like before I was making music in high school, I was like writing fucking stories and poems and shit, you know? Like poetry class, I was nice in poetry class.
Well, you're a pretty smart guy. I remember like you were actually one of the guys on the team that was like that knew all the plays.
I was the only nigga on the team.
You actually knew, and then like Marty was like, yeah, like Cordell knows what he's talking about. Like he has high IQ.
Yeah, no, but Brendan never knew the fucking plays, man. I'd always be like, yo, you have to go over here, you have to do this, and fucking.
He was like, fuck it, I'm going in.
Yeah.
1-on-1.
Yeah.
I mean, he's nice, but fuck, man. So, all right, man. I mean, the thing is, with like, you know how like it's 2023 and like people are sensitive and you know people really. I mean, especially with like this whole Me Too movement and like.
Yeah.
Feminism and shit. Do you ever get like worried about the kind of shit you talk about?
No, not at all. But like the time we're from, we didn't give a fuck about none of that. Like in high school and stuff, like we didn't give a fuck about none of that. So like, why should I start caring now? You know, like I care about the people I know. You know, like.
I mean, do you ever get like actual like heat for it though? On some of these shit, because it's
a few girls were trying to give me heat when I dropped "Fuck Bonnie Henry." When I did that one, they were posting stories saying I'm like, I don't know, fuck Bonnie Henry though. I don't know, like I didn't give a fuck. Like it's whatever.
That shit popped off though.
It did.
Popped off.
It did.
We were all thinking that like, fuck this bitch.
Yeah, I was gonna do a video, but like I didn't want to be looked at as like a guy who just like is making a joke rapper, you know.
Yeah.
But like now that I look back, like I don't really give a fuck. Whatever's gonna get me bread. That's all I care about now.
But your brand is this still joke rapper?
It's like I put a lot of humor in my shit for sure, but like I try to do it in a clever way so I can make people laugh. And they still say that's hard. But like a lot, like my last project I just dropped was more about like fucking breakup shit and like stuff like that.
So it was like serious. Like you actually got into it.
Yeah.
Well,
I could really spit, but if I'm trying to make like a banger, I'm probably gonna say some funny shit for sure.
Yeah.
Like,
a comic book's a banger.
Yeah, like that's how I talk, you know. I just always make jokes and shit. So.
Yeah.
I've always been one of those guys.
Yeah, you're a funny fucking guy.
Yeah, I try to be.
What's the last part of Kill CP?
No, I just did so I dropped a project like the day before Breakout. It's called The World Deserves Me. And then that was like 8 songs. And then I just dropped a part 2 like last month, which is like 10 songs. But now I'm just gonna drop like a song like every month. Just
Every
to like,
month.
keep the engagement going. Like a video and a song like every month.
Yeah.
And just see how that works. Cause you could drop a whole project, but like for people who don't know you, it's a lot for them to really just sit there and get into your project, like, cause like they don't know you, they don't really know anything about you, right? So if you just drop one song, it's something for like people to focus on for a certain amount of time.
So singles is the way to get more
Yeah,
people
I think
like to notice.
if you're not big, like I just like I make a lot of fucking songs because I'm set up at home, right? I just have a home setup, so I make a lot of songs. But shit, what was I saying?
Which one was Free Licks? Was that the last one or the one before Kill
That was
C?
like my first project that I dropped.
Yeah, I
That was like
remember that.
2018. That was like when I did the first Breakout. Around then.
Fuck, I remember Lit Man though, man. That was, yo. Do you remember I was on stage with you at Fortune? Like, in the back.
Which show?
It was at Fortune. It was when Lit Man just came out.
That was the
And
early day.
early, man, and we came up on stage.
I don't remember none of my early shows at all. Like I was fucked up like every time. Now like I get to a point cause now I get to a point where I get fucked up, but like I could like not slur my words. When I was first performing, I was just getting fucking blacked, and I could wake up and like, yo, I don't remember the show at all.
Stop it.
Yeah, that's how it was at first. Cause like I was nervous at first.
Is
Like,
it because you're nervous? That's what I was gonna
Like,
ask.
at first, like there were some shows that anytime I do a show, if it's like a smaller show, like when I was first doing shows, obviously there'll be some shows where like there's hundreds of people just because of how the event is run and stuff, and then there's be some shows where it's like 10, 20 people. But when I do those, like I'm just pissed the whole time. But like you got to do it, right?
You have to.
Yeah, you got to do it.
Fuck, man. How's it? Okay, so the ones with that are like 10, 20 people. Which ones are those? Like the Fortune ones? Because the
Sometimes
Fortune
the
one, man, there was
club-
like 200, 300 people.
Yeah, sometimes the club, like I did one before at I think Republic.
Fuck that place.
Was it Republic? Yeah, it was Republic, like downstairs. But it was on like a night where I did it because they were doing like a charity night, and like they asked some people to perform. So I was like, I kind of look like a dick if I just say no, right?
Like for breast cancer or some shit.
Yeah.
You gotta
I was
pull
like,
up.
yeah, I'll do it for sure. But those ones is just like I don't know. I try to keep it as short as possible for those ones, so I can just do it, get in, like get out. You
Like
know?
3 songs probably, right?
Yeah.
So I guess, what's the fear like when you go on stage? Is it, do you ever fear like forgetting the lyrics?
There's no, that's fine because you can like I'm kind of just yelling, you know, like when I'm on there. So it's just like it's fine if I forget, like as long as the energy's up. The biggest fear is like when I did the last Breakout, like it's a new wave of kids coming up. They're like 19, 18 and stuff like that. The people who were watching me from before when we were that age, they're older now. They got other shit going on. They don't really care. So I'm coming into like a whole new crowd of people, and like I don't know who knows me or how many people are gonna be, because at the festival I'm like one of the first people on. So like I went, and the last one there's people went on before me, but they were like the crowd was not fucking with it. Like it was just not good. Like it just looked horrible. So I'm looking at that like, oh, like what if they don't fuck with me like that? You know, I'm gonna look like an idiot. But every time I've been out there, I don't know what it is. Like as soon as I walked on, like the kids were getting hype. I don't know if it's just the energy or whatever.
I saw the videos. Crazy.
Yeah, like they were just getting hype, and I was like,
You had a crowd.
yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't expect that because it's so early in the day too. Like it was like 3:30 p.m. maybe.
4 or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think they knew you from before? Or it was just that, and they probably knew you from before. That's why they were getting hype as soon as you came out.
Some might for sure. It's like sometimes it's like living here. Like I don't know who all actually listens to my music. You know, I know it. Like I could look at Spotify and stuff like that and see like there are people who have my song in their playlist and listen to it like hundreds of times, stuff like that. But like I don't really know who knows my shit. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So, but it's just good to get a good reception because that shit is mad fun.
How the fuck did you get into Breakout? Like that's
So like
dope. When I heard
when I
that,
first did like Free Licks, there's a guy who managed me, Johnny Black, and he's like he's like the founder of Breakout, but like he doesn't manage me no more. But it's just like through him, I got
He's
it.
like, yo, pull up.
Yeah.
So you gonna do it this year again?
No, I probably won't do it for like I already did 3 now. Like I want to do like it's good for them to give other people opportunity. You know, there's young kids coming up.
Yeah.
Like to experience that, like it's a crazy feeling. Like I do the show and I'd be sitting down on the VIP watching the rest, and some girl will just run up to the rail and be like, "Hey, like, can I suck your dick to come backstage?" Like shit like that, and it's just like, whoa, that's fucked. I didn't do it, but I had a girl there with me. I had a girl there with me at the time, and she came up and she said that, and I pointed at her. I was like, "Oh, like this is my girl," and then she was like, "Oh, like I'll take her too." Blah blah. And I was like, "Holy fuck!" These girls are
So there's some ratchet shit that happens
Yeah,
behind the
100%.
scenes. What's like? Is that one of the most ratchet things that?
Fuck, I don't know. I used to do a lot of ratchet shit for sure. Like,
I mean, man, like your lyric, like that's the thing. Your lyrics are like
yeah.
that vibe, right?
I've been trying to like lately, like besides the comic book one, I've been trying to like clean it up like a little bit. Because before, you know, like I've made so many songs, like I feel like I've said a lot of things I already want to say, you know. So now I'm trying to like clean it up a little more to like.
Do your lyrics come from like a place of truth with that kind of shit? Like just like
yeah, for sure. Like especially if there's songs where I'm like rapping about breakup shit and stuff like that. Like those are all like straight from the.
yeah, it was so real.
Those are the ones I like the best because you listen to those and you're like, you know, it hits myself.
Yeah, but the nasty ones are also real though.
Yeah, a lot of the. I mean, some is exaggerating, but I've definitely done a lot of shit.
I want to get into that, but fuck, man, I don't even know I'm like nervous about that.
You ever called the cops on somebody?
Me?
Yeah.
Like what? A shorty?
Yeah.
Did you hear that from somewhere?
No, but I did. You did too?
Yeah, low key.
I'll tell you the story. I fucking So like I was seeing this girl, but like I wasn't really like seeing her, but like she was my girl from like way back. But I guess it was like right after Christmas, and like she saw me hanging with this other girl, so she came to my house, and like I was playing video game. I'm in the party chat with like 2 of my boys. Like I could see her on the front doorstep out the window, right? And she came. She was like yelling. She's like, "Oh," because she just bought me like a turtleneck for Christmas from like Zara or something. You know when everybody's wearing a turtleneck with the chain. Mm-hmm. You know that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On some hotline bling.
And I was like, nah. She came and she's like, "Oh, give me the turtleneck back," but she's like yelling from outside my window, and I was like, "Nah, like this is my turtleneck now," you know. And I'm on the phone, and so I called the cops. I was like, "Hey, like," and the girl cop answered or whatever. I was like, "Hey, this girl won't leave my house. Like I need her to go." And my grandma was staying in my crib for the time, so I didn't want her to be there doing this shit, right? So I called the cop. I was like, "Hey, like this girl's trying to come in. She's trying to take it back this turtleneck she bought me." And the lady starts fucking laughing. She's like, "Well, technically she can't actually take it back because like it's not her property, blah blah." So I was like, "Okay, well if she doesn't leave, like I need some cops to come here." So I'm saying that on the phone outside the window so she could hear me. And she just sits down. I'm like, "Yo, I'm gonna call the cops right now. I'm on the phone right now. Like, are you gonna leave or no?" And she just sits down right there on the doorstep. She's like, "No, I'm not leaving." So I was like, "All right, I'm calling the fucking cops."
Got a turtleneck situation here.
So I call the cops, and then these 2 cops pull up, and then she's just crying. They're talking to her, and then she leaves. But I'm talking to her the whole time out the window, and 2 of my boys are in the party chat, like hearing all of this, so they're dying laughing. It was fucking hilarious.
But that's the thing, dude. I know you say these kind of things, and you're ruthless because you are, but like you're a nice guy. Deep down, he's a nice guy.
Damn.
You know.
Yeah.
Like, every time anyone I ever talk to about Cordell, I'm like, yo, he's like actually really like he's good hearted. He doesn't mean to like. So like a part of it, I always thought like the lyrics were there's truth to it, but like there's also like there's a part where like it's
like a character. Like
it's a character that you put on.
Yeah, for sure. But like, I mean, that character that I put on in the music is like those certain times, like if I get drunk or some shit, like, you know, my personality might be a little different.
And demon comes out when you get
like I can't like when I'm making a song and like I'm like I'll make songs now but I'll channel like my energy that I had when I was like 19, or like the way I was acting, or like the things I did when I was younger. You know what I mean? Because I can't talk about what am I gonna talk about now? Like, I know I'm not going out wild, and I'm sitting at home playing video games, like making fucking egos for breakfast and shit. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and rap about that. You know?
Do you think like at some point you gotta like, because I don't know who did I hear this from? It was about Lil Pump. It was like his music's good right now for the age he's at and the crowd he's trying to go for, but at some point, like, do you gotta switch up your style for the older generation for like.
I try to make some stuff like that I know people like our age would definitely fuck with. Like I don't hang out with 19-year-old, 18-year-old kids, so I don't really know what they're fucking with. But I know it's a lot of like Yeet and Playboy Cardi and like that kind of lane. But I feel like, you know, I don't know. I make, at the end of the day, when I'm making music for me to listen to. And so I'll make a song and I'll listen to it. If I keep listening to it throughout the week and I like it, then it's a song I'm gonna drop. If it's not, if it's something I hear and I don't like it, then like I'm never gonna put it out. So I'm making music for me to listen to, because especially with music today, like I feel like the music game is kind of, especially the rap game, is like super saturated, and like all these albums that are dropping, people are dropping albums with like 25 tracks and stuff like that, and it's not like, if you just drop like your 8 best tracks or 10 best tracks, it's probably gonna be way more memorable.
Yeah.
I can't even say that. Memorable.
Yeah, I wouldn't. There's no way I'm listening to 25 tracks.
Yeah, you know, and it's just like, it's overwhelming. So you listen to a few, and like there might be one good. There might be the first 5 you don't like, but the 6th one's good. But like by then you're kind of like, oh, this album's not that good.
What's the favorite bar you've ever dropped?
Favorite bar I ever dropped.
Top 3.
One was one of the SoundCloud days, because I was seeing this Italian girl and a Chinese girl at the same time, and I said, I got a European and a Chinese, so I don't ride foreign, bitch, foreign ride me. Yeah, that one.
That's fucking.
That one, and then
That was a classic, bro.
fuck, what did I say?
I know exactly what you're talking about too.
Yeah. I made a lot of songs, so like, I don't know. I don't really remember a lot of the shit.
The fucking yeah, man. I mean, Lit Man for me was the fucking one. I was bumping that.
Yeah,
all day.
that time of music was way sicker, because like I would just put something out on SoundCloud, no promotion. I don't have to post it a bunch of places and stuff like that, and I get like 50K, 60K plays.
SoundCloud?
Yeah, just from like people from here.
Yeah.
And, like I was just posting the music. Like I wasn't I posted it and I tweet that, because Instagram was like just start kind of. It wasn't like people were posting pictures on Instagram, but their quality was not that good. Like it was that time. Like and then so I would just drop shit on SoundCloud and it would just go up. But now you have to like pitch your music to playlists. Like there's so much music now.
So many people, man.
Yeah, so it's like for people to find your stuff. Like it's hard. Before there used to be like, you ever used to go on like WorldStar?
Yeah.
Like do you ever go on it now?
Oh no,
You know, like people used to go on sites like that and look for new artists and stuff like that, but now it's just like they're just gonna scroll, and if something pops up and they like it, then they might be put onto them.
Right.
You know, there's so much shit popping up.
And where do you sell your music? Do you only sell it online, or do you do CDs, any physical media?
No, just like Spotify, Apple Music.
Bro, everything's online, Alex.
Yeah, like all the
CDs went out of like.
Thanks, Mo. I'm aware of that.
Yeah. Bro, CDs were fucking.
But physical media is still a thing that a lot of bands, because CDs are super cheap to make now. Vinyl's expensive to make now, and that's become popular. But CDs are still a thing that people,
Personally, I
you know,
fuck with
people,
CDs.
you see people in the street handing out CDs, trying to get noticed still.
Yeah.
CDs always.
I was in New York. There were so many hip hop people, like just like Times Square, just like, here, take my, you know.
Was it recently?
Oh yeah, like 4 or 5 years ago.
That's when
It's a thing.
I mean, like around 2015, that's when it stopped becoming a thing, when Spotify came out and shit.
CDs always had like a different like sound to it though. Like it sounded good.
It also felt different holding the actual hard copy,
physical
man.
copy,
Like for me, like the Carter 3.
Yeah.
Still want, it's like still it's my favorite album ever.
Yeah.
I think a part of
100%.
it is because I bought it like hard copy. It's in my hand, you know.
Yeah.
The first album I ever bought was Jib's Chain Hang Low album.
Oh yeah.
With King Kong.
Yeah.
Hanger.
That was
Stupid.
last time I lived in New Jersey. That was the first album like I ever bought. Like,
You lived in New Jersey?
yeah, I was born here when I was 8. When I was 8 when I just started grade 3. Then I moved to New Jersey and like some shit was going down, so I didn't want to go to school. And then so I fucking I sat out the whole year of school of grade 3 and I went in grade 4. Out there the school's different. Like they got like security guards instead of lunch ladies, and like you have to walk through like a metal detector.
like
you walk
metal.
in school and shit.
Some Coach Carter shit.
But fucking fuck, what was I gonna say? Yeah, it was just so different. So basically, they told me I had to take a test, and if I passed, then I go to grade 4. And if I failed, then I gotta do grade 3 again. But I passed it, so I just
You're
went straight to
reclassing grade 3, dog.
Yeah,
That's
right?
fucking. Yo, you know,
should have reclassed. I should have reclassed.
you should have, man.
I would have been a 2016 grad.
Taught you an All-American, easy.
Yeah, right. All Northwest territories.
Yo, you know what? Another line this guy said to me once. He's like, "Yo, I don't understand why, like, light-skinned people never say like when you ask them, like, are you black or like what are you? They always say black. They never say white."
Yeah, they never say white,
100%.
even though they're as much white. But I mean, who's gonna claim that, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, with like, does anyone like in the rap game did anyone inspire you? Like, was there anyone that you trying to like emulate?
Yeah, like Lil Wayne and Ross for sure. That's like my
Ross?
Yeah, that's like
Really?
that's like my Tupac and Biggie.
Rick
Wayne and Ross. Wayne Ross, Young Thug, Ray Shremmerd when they first came, because when they dropped their first album, that's what inspired me to like make music, because like it was just that album was like get lit, you know, turn up, and that's the vibe we were on at that time. So I was like, fuck it, let me just try.
Was it like the no type era?
Yeah, those. Man.
Stupid.
Yeah, that's what inspired me to make. And I saw them at Pemberton. I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, Pemby was fucked.
Yeah, I was fucking. I
Pemby
took 22 mollies that weekend. Like just for every second day, it wouldn't even work. Like it just stopped working. And I'm just sitting there like feeling weird, but like my eyes are dilated, but there's nothing like going on. You know, I wasn't feeling that, but it worked for Ray Shremmer, and then it worked for when Wiz and YG were on. That shit was crazy.
And what year was that?
That was the last year before it shut down.
2016?
No, wasn't that the first one? No.
I think 2016.
Because 2015 was Kendrick. I remember I went to that
Yeah.
one.
I didn't
that
go
was
to
when
that.
I went to that one.
Yeah. With
Yeah,
Cuddy came.
Yeah, Cuddy came. ASAP Ferg.
Ferg was there?
Yeah, Ferg was
Shit.
there. Post Malone was there. He ran fucking White Iverson literally twice.
Just 2 in a row, just back to back.
Yeah, he ran White Iverson. He ran Too Young.
Mm.
Fucking. Who else? There was a couple. That one was lit though.
That shit was crazy though, cause I'd be sitting. The camping was fucked, bro. It was
I
kind of like
hated it, man.
it was like
It
a
was the worst.
purge.
Yeah.
Like you could do anything and nobody would know. Like I'd be fucking, like I was walking around on shrooms at night and I'm just looking around like, yo, there's like hundreds of thousands of fucking people here, and they're doing the chicken fights.
Yeah, chicken fights
With
was
like
tight.
3 people stacked up, and this kid falls and like hits his neck, and he's just sitting there like this. And I'm just sitting there watching this on shrooms, like what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah.
Like that shit. Those people are fucked, man. I don't know.
Man, it was not. I didn't fuck with it at all. I hated it.
I didn't even take
It was
a shower.
It was like 4 days, man.
Yeah, I couldn't take a shower. I brought baby wipes, and I just wake up and just baby wipe my body.
Yeah.
Because the shower was fucking.
Dude, I left early. I couldn't handle
Did
it.
you?
No way.
I left early.
You bounced early.
I called my mom or my aunt. I'm like, dude, you need to come pick me up. I can't do this.
Yeah.
Because it's hot as shit, man.
Yeah,
it was
it
in the
was
middle
hot
of
as fuck.
summer.
Yeah, it was like 37. It was
Yeah, and our
hot.
campsite, the porta potty went to shit.
Yeah.
Went to shit.
What?
And yo, can you pour me some too? Appreciate you. I was trying to quit drinking too. Fuck.
Can't quit.
And fuck, man, like the people I went with, like we didn't know how to set up a tent, so our tent collapsed like the second day. And I remember we didn't have any pillows and shit. We didn't like bring anything, man. We were sleeping on like Ciroc bottles, and I remember my boy had like a Smirnoff bottle under his head. Greasy shit. Greasy.
Some people, the random people fucked in my tent, bro. I came back to my tent. Like, I came back. There was one night I got like fucking. I was done. Like, I woke up in the medical tent.
Appreciate you, bro.
I woke up in a medical tent, like fucking hallucinated. I go back to my fucking tent. There's just a condom there, like fucking Phil. I'm like, I don't use no fucking condom, nigga. Who is this? And it was horrible. Fucking condom full of cum just sitting there in my fucking tent. Like,
That's whack.
disgusting.
It was someone random. Like, it wasn't.
Fuck in my tent.
Who'd you go with though? It could have been.
I went with like a group of people, but like
Brendan was there.
sharing the tent with like a girl at the time. So like, you know, it was just us two.
Fuck.
Yeah, but fuck 'em.
You trying to perform at Faded? How do you get
think they
into
would
Faded?
ever
How would it
book
be
me.
to get into Faded?
Faded
harder,
and
right?
Breakout probably have beef.
Mm.
Faded also, they don't like rap.
Yeah, it's not really a
Like, they
rap.
book people who rap, but I'm pretty sure the owner. But I'm pretty sure I heard like he hates like rap music.
Yeah, it's always more EDM.
Like,
Yeah.
I feel like if you go on Breakout, like not everybody will do both. Like, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Breakout's all rap though.
Yeah, Breakout's better, 100%. I haven't been a Faded for a while. The last Faded they did was fucking shit.
Mm-hmm.
Which one?
I don't even know who was on it. It was right after COVID.
Oh, it's probably fuck. Which one was that? Was that Future? Future pulled up?
Mm-hmm.
No, that was the last one. I think that was last year. But he didn't pull up, no?
No, he didn't.
He didn't, right? They changed him.
Dude, the
No, Young Thug was supposed to be on the last one.
yeah, he
got
fucking.
arrested.
Mm.
Bro, I knew Lil Baby wasn't coming. I knew it.
He was there.
I knew it. He was there.
Yeah.
Okay, take us to that. I want to know
Are you
because
on
there
the
were some
tea right
conspiracy theories and
The nigga was drunk. Like shit face. So couldn't go on.
he was physically at
Yeah,
Breakout.
He was there in the back. But he's just sometimes you get too lit, man. I understand.
He was so fucked up. He was so drunk that he
I
couldn't.
think- I think-
he physically could not
Like,
perform.
I don't know what it was, but I think it was like somebody made the decision for him to not go on. So,
Mm.
So you saw him.
yeah,
You can
he's
confirm.
back there. Yeah, 100%. He was there.
So everyone, like when we post this
Like,
clip,
that's why his DJ was on the stage. Fucking, like his DJ was on the stage and his dancers came out and they were sitting there waiting.
Mm-hmm.
And then fucking,
so his DJ and his dancers they all thought that he was coming out.
yeah, everybody did. But I don't know, something happened. I don't know if he's too late or if he's jet lagged, but like he was there. Like he was supposed to go. It's not Breakout's fault at all. That's all I know. It was a decision from their team for him not to go out.
So when we post this clip and people are still wondering, this is it. This is like confirmation for a guy that performed at Breakout. You saw him. You physically saw Lil Baby.
Yeah, he was there. There's videos of him there. I mean, they
That's
try
what
to
I'm saying.
cover. They're trying to cover him, so I understand.
Yeah.
But he was there. Like
Mm-hmm.
I was there. So the fact that he even came here, cause like it's crazy. Like the fact, like honestly, like people been hating on Breakout because of that. But bro, the last two they did, everybody showed up. Like they did one. They did the winter one. I did. I had like Playboy Cardi, Lil Uzi. They were all there.
Uzi didn't show up.
No, Uzi didn't do the summer one. This last one, but they replaced him with Trippie Redd. But the one before that, there was a winter one before COVID.
Mm-hmm.
That was Playboy Cardi, Uzi. Like I think Schoolboy Q. I was on that one.
Yeah,
Everybody
Schoolboy.
was there. And then the summer one before that, I wasn't on it, but Young Thug, Ray Shremmerd, A$AP Rocky, Gunna. Like all those people,
Rocky?
yeah, all those people came, and like that's a lit festival. So really, like besides the first one when the Migos didn't show up, like this is the only one that got fucked up. But like
Lil Pump didn't show up. I remember that.
yeah, but no, Lil Pump came when Migos didn't come, and then Lil Pump finished the night. Like he was the headliner.
Then there was that first one with Juice WRLD.
Juice?
Yeah, Juice.
Juice was supposed to come?
No, he was there.
He was there?
Yeah, he was at. I
Yeah,
think
he
it
was there.
That was the first one. That,
That was
was
the first
why
one I
caught
did
it.
too.
It was like he just blew up, and then like 2 weeks went by, and then fucking the Breakout like festival came on, and then like the list was out, and I seen Juice WRLD was on it. I'm like, oh, I'm copping that for sure.
Oh.
And then Tory Lanez was on there.
How long before that before he passed?
That was like literally right when his first album dropped. Like
Oh,
that.
so he was coming up and
He was literally
getting
just
into the
coming up.
scene.
He wasn't
Yeah.
that big yet.
He
but
wasn't that big.
I think he had that one song that was big, the Lucid
Yeah,
Dreams. or
Lucid
whatever.
Dreams.
Right.
Yeah.
So Rocky performed. He actually he
Yeah,
pulled
was
up
big
and
on. That's what I'm saying. The first Breakout was
That's
fucked up 'cause
stupid
Migos
lineup.
didn't come, and then this last one got fucked up.
Mhm.
I was just sitting there watching like the riot at the end. It was pretty funny.
Did you get to talk to these guys? Do you talk to them?
No, I talked to the first one, like Juice WRLD and Ski Mask were freestyling like in my trailer. Like I was splitting the trailer with I think Ski Mask, and like they were just in there freestyling. Like I said what's up to them, but like when I go do it, like I don't go up to people and say what's up. Like last time I wanted to get a picture with Coyle Ray. She's from Jersey, and you know, she's pretty nice.
Shout out Jersey.
Yeah, I wanted to get a picture of her, but fucking, I was just vibing out in the VIP. I was just chilling. But yeah, I don't go up to them and talk to them. Like, I don't know. I've never been somebody who gets like, I don't get like starstruck. When I seen like, there's a few people who got me, like when I seen like Young Thug, when I went to like Laker game and saw Kobe, like that, some people will get me starstruck, but like most people it's just like.
So seeing Baby was kind of like, yo, you're almost my competitor now, right?
Well, not like in that sense, but just like I've never looked at like I've seen, because I'm used to play AU Drive. Like you go down in the summer in Vegas during summer league. Like I seen Nick Young in the casino gambling, like drunk as fuck, stumbling around with his chips. I seen a bunch of people. Brendan saw Rondo one time, asked for a picture, and he said nah.
Yeah, Rondo's not about it. He's always mad, man.
Yeah,
That guy's
I
just
saw Zach Randolph in the Gucci store.
Zebo.
There's one time I missed out because this one kid's like, yo, I'm going to Nike. Like, you want to come? I was like, no. He went there and J.R. Smith was there.
No way.
J.R. was always one of my favorites. So I was like, fuck. Like,
yeah, you're JR is like your fucking
like my
twin.
play style,
Like your
yeah.
fucking your vibe is JR.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fuck with JR. He's my second favorite player of all time.
So okay, one thing with like all the artists in the back getting ready and shit, do you guys, I mean, not even, I wouldn't even say like the artists in Breakout, but just like artists from Van, the people that aren't, because a lot of guys are doing music now, man. Like I'm seeing a lot of dudes like post their music and shit. Is there ever beef? Like, is there ever like,
No,
or
I
is it
don't
always
think so.
supportive?
I think it's a lot of fake support, like between like different artists. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of artists who are just like commenting emojis on each other's picture, but like, dude, they're not like really fucking with them. You know. That's why I've never worked with somebody that I haven't like met and like fucked with. You know, because it's just better that way. And you get to really know them, and then like when they're spitting shit, like you really understand what they're saying more. Like if it means something to them, like shit like that. So. Yeah, I don't really think there's no beef, but I think there's always low key hate between some people. But this is what it is.
You know of it too, like you know of the hate, like some people.
Yeah, you could see it. You could see it.
How can you see it?
And then like you could see like there's a lot of people who are just like they just want to rap, but like it's not really what they were put here to do. You know, they just want like they're just dressing a certain way and like acting a certain way, but it's not genuine. You know.
In terms of like their lyrics, like are you talking about like the shit they're rapping about? Like
No,
it's not really you. That you haven't done that. You haven't been through that. You haven't.
Yeah. Well, it's not like even that. Like one time I met this guy and like he was on like some like that like Lil Uzi like emo rap kind of style, and like this nigga was talking to me in person and like he was fucking doing like ad libs. He was like, "What's good, bro?" Yeah, and fucking shaking his shoulder and shit. I was like, "What the fuck are you doing, bro? Don't ever talk to me like that ever again." Like, it's just fucked.
So I guess if a local artist hit you up and said, "Let's do a song together. Let's collab. Let's do a feature," what would it take? Is it sort of like
if I like the song, that's all it is. Like if
their style and their brand?
If I like the song and like. I mean, if it's somebody I know, they want to do a song, they just start rapping or something, like I'll do it. Like if they're my boy, like I'll do it any day of the week. But fucking yeah, mostly it's just like people I know and shit. But like I'm not trying to charge for features. Like I'm not at that point. But like if it's somebody like I didn't like their song and they really wanted me on the song, then yeah, you probably gotta pay. Like if I like the song and I'm invested in the song, like if I'm not invested in the song either, my performance on it is not gonna be as good either, you know. And I don't like to half-ass my shit.
What would it have to take for you to be invested? Just like you vibe with the
Yeah, just if I like the song,
Mm-hmm.
I fuck with the song.
beat or the song?
The song for sure. Like cause like if they're sending me some shit and they already have shit on it,
Mm-hmm.
like I'm not gonna. It's also their flow. Like I want to come in like kind of on the same
Compliment it.
flow.
Yeah.
Compliment it. But I don't want to like if it doesn't make sense for me to fit on it, then like I'm not gonna do it and just send them back some trash. You know what I mean?
Do you ever think, because how long you been in the game? Because I remember 2015, so you're in the game for about 8 years now.
Yeah,
Give or take.
I think like this last year is like the first time I've actually been like playing the game and like figuring like getting on TikTok, like stuff like that, because you can't just fucking post your music now and say, oh, out now, and expect a bunch of people. Even if you make the best song in the world, you can't just expect a bunch of people to go fuck with it. You know, you have to be creative about it. And like the way it is now, like you have to use TikTok and stuff like that. You have to. Like there's no other way.
You ever get like, I guess, in your head about shit, like, you know, you see guys that are popping off in 2-3 years, you know, guys like, I mean, like someone like Baby, like how long has he been doing for behind the scenes? Like I don't know much about Baby, but has he been in the game for more than like 10 years?
No,
it just seems like it seems he just popped out of onto the scene like past 3-4 years.
Mm-hmm.
definitely not. There's some guy like in the States, bro. There's guys that, cause like, have you seen the Lil Baby documentary?
No.
Like he just talks about like how before he was rapping, like he was making more money in the streets than he was like rapping, right? So like a lot of people obviously know him already. He's obviously like doing big shit in the city. A lot of people know him already. He has a shit ton of money. So when it's time,
not even on his music shit, just other
so
shit.
when it's time to rap, it's like, okay, I have fucking millions of dollars. Let me go fucking shoot a bunch of music videos that are sick as fuck with all the money I have. And then a lot of people already know me. And then, cause like even when I first started making music, when the first songs I like Live Man and shit, people went to listen to that shit because they knew me from basketball.
Yeah.
You know, if I didn't play basketball, like it probably wouldn't have got as many like plays and stuff like that as it would as if when I played basketball, you know, because people wouldn't have known me the same.
It's actually a good song though, so it's not like if someone stumbled upon it and listened to it, it'd be like, okay, I'm gonna listen. I don't know this guy, but I fuck with it, right? It's my vibe. So, I mean, I'm just trying to. Is it like in the music game? I know in podcasting, it's like you gotta keep putting out content. You gotta you know, post it everywhere, have different guests on, all that shit. You know, just keep putting it. With music, is this sort of like one song has to just fucking erupt?
I think
you're waiting for.
Yeah, I think it definitely takes one. Like, there's always, for every artist, there's always one song that like puts them to the next level.
True.
You know what I mean? So it's kind of just, bro, you just gotta, like, I can't go in trying to make a song thinking about like, oh, I need to make this a hit song. Like, I have to just do what I do.
Yeah.
And if people like it, people like it. If they don't, then
You sort of have to think that way now.
yeah, like obviously I'm
Like
gonna
strategy, right? Like,
yeah.
gotta be smart with it.
Well, like I also think about too, like so when I make a song, like what's the song about? What kind of content can I make with it? Because like I could just make some content, but it doesn't make sense, you know. I'm seeing now like people on TikTok now when they're dropping a song, usually it's like, oh, they start talking about the song and what it's about and have like the subtitles on it before they get into like playing the song, and then they just play it. And like that's different than before. It's just like people are just posting stories of their song, like of the speaker, video of the speaker. But now you have to like make real content, you know?
Context.
Can't just be like, oh, go listen to my shit. Like if it's some random person I don't know posted that, I would say I'm not listening to it either. Like why would I? You know what I mean?
I mean, you gotta be willing to do that though, right? Like, you gotta be doing that for every song. I mean, with comic book, I remember you've been promoting it for a few weeks now.
That's what I try to do now. That's kind of the wave now. When you're fucking making, because every time you post something on TikTok, it shows it to 200 viewers who never seen you before. Like
It does that automatically?
Automatically, it shows it to like 200 viewers.
I didn't know
never
that.
seen you before at first. The first 250 or something like that. So then it's based off how many of those people are engaging with it, liking with it, comment. So if they engage with it and they like it, then like it's gonna keep getting pushed. Like if you're not getting engagement and like the first 200 something views, then like it's gonna
TikTok. Yeah, I don't give like we don't give a
Yeah.
fuck about this one.
Yeah.
Mm.
I know it's a fuck, man. I mean, with I mean, yo, the new song "Comic Book." When you reference Brandy Love, most kids don't know. They don't know about
They
her.
don't know.
They don't know,
How do
man.
they not know? She's like number 5 ranked for like 10 years in a row.
Yeah.
I keep up with the rankings.
Who's number 1 right now? Riley Reid.
So Weedy Fox.
What's your top 5?
My top 5.
I have my top 5 ready.
Yeah. Mia Malkova, number 1.
Tough.
Alexis Texas, the Michael Jordan of porn.
Mm.
Number 2. Mia Malkova's like the LeBron, you know? And Rachel Starr,
Mm.
she's like a Giannis Antetokounmpo type. What's that? 3? Oh, I like, you know Siri? Siri doll.
Mm.
She's underrated, but she's super
Is
fire.
you in the game like John
The
Morant?
John Morant.
Yeah, yeah.
Is it John
She's
Morant?
like a John Morant, and then fucking I like Janice Griffith too.
Mm.
She's out of the game though.
Yeah, she's like
She
a
was
D,
a light
she's like
skin,
a
right?
D Rose. She like a D Rose for sure, you know.
Yeah.
Doesn't post too much, but yeah.
Bro, you didn't name any of my fucking
Yeah,
top.
what? What's your top?
Brandy Love,
Brandy Love number 1?
5.
5? Okay.
Alexis Fox,
Oh, you like the MILFs, huh?
Cherie DeVille,
You like the MILFs, huh?
straight up.
Cherie.
Uh,
Cherie's up there though.
Shit, who would be second? Ariella Ferreira.
Mm.
God, I've seen that
Yeah,
name.
I
Man.
She's
remember
like
that.
she's like the OG in the game. So I would say,
She's like Spanish looking type.
yeah, man. She's like the who would I say? Like the Chris Paul. Yeah, and Luna Star. She's like the
Luna Star?
Doncic.
No, she got that fake ass.
Mhm.
It's the one with the super fake ass.
Is it fake? You
Yeah,
think
I
so?
still nut to it sometimes though.
She's different, man. She's different.
Yeah.
I mean, we can talk about this because the porn industry is a real industry. Like they're working. They're working people.
Yeah.
They're working women and men. So talking about this, I'm not even nervous.
Yeah.
And everyone watches porn.
No, yeah, 100%. People bash it like way too much, but
It's 2023, man.
Yeah.
Let's get over
Well, you
it.
see
I
on-
mean, it's
you
a
see on-
livelihood.
you see
They're
on
working.
Instagram now you can show your titties, like nipple and everything.
That's what I'm saying.
I think it's so funny when if you look at the amount of views a video gets and it's like something crazy, like 40 million. And it's funny because porn is such a taboo, nudity is such a taboo thing. But you think about it, it's like all these people that don't want to admit that they watch porn and there's 40 million. That's like a country.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Pornhub,
Dude, everyone-
Pornhub is like the most viewed site, hands down.
Yo, remember in COVID, Pornhub was doing it for free?
Yeah.
They like offered like a 30-day free thing in COVID.
Premium?
Mm-hmm.
Premium.
Yeah, my account's glitched. Somehow I just always have free premium. But the premium don't even be hitting like that.
Yo,
You
you
don't
remember
get the real shit on premium. You
X
get that
videos
like,
where it's at
you get that super
X videos? Yeah, I remember X videos. Remember UJizz?
though.
UJizz, Pornhub.
I use a
Um,
Spank
I remember-
Bang.
Spank.
That was
Spank
fire.
Bang's ass because they only have the small. They only have like the clips, like 6-minute ones.
No, they got that full. You
got the
haven't
full
been on
now?
there recently. I could tell.
Dude, do you remember in high school?
I actually had a VR. I sold it. Have you ever seen like VR porn?
No way.
Like the quality's pretty bad, but it's pretty like immersive. Pretty immersive.
What's wrong with clips? Who do you sit down with popcorn and watch like an hour-long movie?
No, man. I mean, if
You
there's
watched
a
the
if there's a
intro?
no, if there's a part that you're really because in the clips, what happens is they like you're enjoying it, and then it cuts to like a different fucking scene, to a different fucking position, and you're
Yeah.
just thinking, I was liking that. I was liking that. You know what I mean? Because they want to
I get
show the
it.
whole video in a
Yeah.
7-minute clip.
Yeah.
So they can only have the doggy style for so long,
Yeah.
like 2 minutes, and then boom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because that's like they want you to get the full. They want you to.
Yeah. I just want to say too, like people that watch this right now, and we're gonna make clips of it. Oh man, like they're talking about porn, they're talking about nasty. Everyone watches porn, man. Everyone.
Yeah.
right?
For sure.
Dude, did you ever in high school go through sites and find like where they would give like usernames of browsers and the passwords?
Oh yeah, for sure.
But it would only
Actually,
work for like
who was-
3 days because it would be so saturated. So they would
I
have to
think
like,
Tyus used to hook me up with the browsers.
Mm.
Yeah, he used to hook me up with the browsers.
Mhm.
That was nice. That was a young day.
Browsers would be like straight 4K when the 4K wasn't even around.
browsers were different. Still going hard, man. So many sites now though, man.
Yeah, first time I started beating my shit, I beat that shit like 12 times one day, bro. I had a fucking scab on my shit. I swear to God.
I wonder how many people use the VR stuff. Because I see there's a lot more of that
What's
now.
the VR? You put something on
Virtual reality, yeah.
Like, it's basically like,
Sure goes 4K.
That's the
girl
future,
just
man.
fucking right there, and you're like looking around, looking at the fucking background, what kind of books is in here and shit.
No
But like
way.
it's not the quality's not that good, but like in the future it'll be fire. But like it's also like, bro, like if a kid has that and they're watching that, like you got your headphones in and this in, like your mom walks in, you're just sitting there with the fucking
Yeah,
VR.
you could. That's something you could only do if you lived alone, right? Because
you
can
can't.
you imagine like someone walked in and you look like an idiot with the headset on and the gloves and everything, right? So you're just like,
Bro, who is that? Who's in the chat right now? Reppy boy.
What do you say?
Reppin' Boy 99 says, quick freestyle throwing a beat. Come on, baby. The streets need CP.
Oh, freestyling shit.
Mo Westwood TV. What's that?
Westwood's in Poco, isn't it? Westwood Plateau or some shit.
So somebody's rapping that?
I don't know.
Westwood,
Tim
nigga.
Westwood, yeah.
I'm from Plateau, nigga.
Isn't Plateau the bougie?
Where the golf course and shit is.
Tough. I'll fuck with golf.
You guys
I
remember
just
Amy
went to the
Anderson?
driving range fucking the other day, and I was actually better than I thought I'd be. Because last time I went, I broke my friend's driver and shit. I smacked it on the ground. This time, I was focused up, and I actually fuck with it. So I'm actually trying to go golfing for the first time this summer.
Yeah.
Actually, fucking Robbie Phillip. You know Robbie Phillip?
Yeah, I remember.
He took me and Jermaine golfing one time before we were supposed to drive down to Seattle.
Mm.
We went to like some pitch a putt. That was pretty cool. We were drinking some Palm Bays and shit.
Mm.
He took you to golf, huh?
Yeah.
With Jermaine.
Yeah. On the way he picked us up
Kinda
early.
weird.
He's like, yo, we're fucking going golfing. I was like, all right. Yeah.
Alright. Why the fuck not? Okay.
That shit's fun. You play a lot?
I mean, I got into it this summer. It's just expensive. You got to pay like 14 bucks.
a thing of clubs?
I mean, you can get shitty ones for like decent ones for like 500.
$5? Yeah.
It's
I never even bought a basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Steal from the rec center. Every basketball. Like,
100%.
I wouldn't buy a set of clubs unless you play it often, like you're serious about it. Because like if you're gonna play golf, like just invest in the good ones.
I mean, if you're not that good, you don't need to get the top notch ones. You can get like decent ones, right? Unless you're PGA, then you gotta invest in some fucking dope
yeah,
shit.
but like, you just rent a thing of clubs if you want to go do like a 9-hole?
I mean, I got my own clubs.
Sure. I mean, yeah, but that you can, right?
Yeah, you can do that. Fuck all that.
You don't break that shit. Sure.
Man, you just seem so like carefree.
I feel like
Where does that come from? I want to know.
I feel it definitely comes from like when I moved to New Jersey, like the shit I was seeing out there and the shit I was like going through, like living out there compared to living out here. Like living here is like we're privileged as fuck. Like I used to live next door to a girl. Used to always get like molested by her dad and shit. Like and just like I got jumped out there a few times. Like shit. Like I remember the first time I got jumped, I didn't leave the crib for like 2 weeks. I didn't go to school because he was my friend who jumped me. But like the reason he was jumping me because he was trying to get in this gang. This is grade fucking 5. He's trying to get in this fucking gang called like Waterfront Killers in New Jersey. So like he's jumping me, but like he's not hitting me hard. Like, so I'm confused. I'm just walking back from the corner store. And, like this guy pushed me in the alley. He's like kneeing me, but he's not kneeing me hard because like he knows me, but he was told to jump me. And I fucking broke free, ran. I didn't leave the house for like.
Was it just him or like?
It was him and like 2 other guys, but the 2 other guys were just watching him do it.
Fuck.
Yeah. But like, it wasn't bad.
How long were you there for?
Like 3 years.
So it was a long time.
Yeah. It was just a whole switch up coming from because I was living in like Port Moody before.
True.
We go from Port Moody to a school where like the kids in grade 4 and grade 5 are telling the teacher to suck my dick and shit. Like it's like a fucking shock.
And the teachers weren't saying anything back because
they're
it was just like,
they're just used to it. So like coming back here,
Mm.
I don't know. I feel like I've seen the hard time already. So
nothing here is gonna.
there's
nothing
no
here is
reason
gonna
for me
fuck
to
with
make
you.
it worse on myself now. You know, I might as well just enjoy my life. And I do I feel like I do mostly what I want to do. I want to do more, obviously, get more money and fucking do shows and tour and shit like that. But other than that, like I'm chilling. I fucking go do what I have to do, make money, go home, play video games, watch movies, shit like that. So I'm chilling.
Just chilling, right?
Mm.
Well, we're getting older too, man. That's the thing, right? Some of the shit that we thought that was the wave back in the days,
Yeah.
it's just corny now.
I went to
if you go-
Fortune like last year, and I'm standing there, and like I was feeling old as fucking there.
Mm.
Like that place is like all kids, like 19 and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking around, I'm like, bro, I can't be in here no more. What am I doing here?
It's good hearing from you though, because I'm feeling that way, but because I know you're outside, you know, that's your vibe, and you like being active and shit. But you saying that now, I feel way better.
Yeah.
Just think
Mhm.
it's just the way it is, right? Like we get older. Like if you're like 26, 25, 26, 27 going out every weekend, it's
Mhm.
there's something.
It's also just like
It's
it gets to the
weird.
point where I'm just standing there, and we're standing there. We're just sitting around a fucking table, paid fucking $5 each to get some bottles. I'm just standing there getting fucked up. Like, why don't I just drink at my fucking house? You know what I mean? And like I have
Literally do the same thing, stand around and drink.
Yeah, that's what I mean. With
On
loud
music.
music, I might as well just turn the speaker on at home and do the same shit.
I mean, it's just, it's
If you're like single and you're out there like trying to, I don't know, meet your girl. I mean, you're probably not gonna meet her at the club at
Yeah.
Bar 9 or some shit. But fucking yeah, like I don't know.
fucking bar.
If you're trying to be out there like getting girls and shit, I understand.
Yeah.
But like if not, if you're chilling, then what's the point?
But that's not even. You
And I
can
have to pay fucking $150 to Uber home. Like
Yeah.
you can tell the guys that are out there just to pick
Yeah.
pick shorties up too. You can
Mhm.
like you can see it. You
yeah,
know the
I
energy.
know people like that.
You know people like that.
I know some people who like would wake up and start DMing girls right away. They're like, "Oh, we're trying to get some girls." I'm like, "Bruh, what the fuck? You got some breakfast at least."
Get some fucking nutrients, man. Speaking of DM, yeah, man. Could you? Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, do it, man. Yo, Alex, I might need to stay here for.
You like that wine,
an hour.
right?
I fuck with it, man.
When you taste the hints of mocha. Jermaine put me onto this wine like recently. I linked up with him like a little while ago. I haven't linked it for a while.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Every wine tastes the same to me, so I couldn't tell
Think
you.
so? Nah. That's what I thought. But like taste it when you drink it. Like try to taste the mocha and the dark berries, and you'll taste it.
So you're a wine connoisseur now. You know what's going on.
Trying. I'm starting.
Well-
I have this thing called GERD, gastroesophagus reflux disease. So like, but like mine is like worse. Like I got an endoscopy and everything. But so basically, what is mine is like, when you eat, right? Like your esophagus is supposed to close so the acid doesn't come straight back up. But mine, I guess I damaged it so much from like drinking and just eating bad. So like my shit doesn't close no more. So I have to really watch what I eat and drink. Like if I eat like Burger King or some shit, 100% I'm gonna puke like a little bit of it. And like I can't walk around, like it's fucked. So that's why I drink wine now, cause like the hard liquor will just fucking do me dirty as fuck.
I know all about that, man.
You
I mean,
do?
man, when I drink, 2 days after acid reflux, I feel the acid coming up. It's a part of getting older, I think, too.
I feel like a lot
So
of people. I feel
ass.
like no, but I feel like I've been meeting a lot of people who say they have some shit like that, and like it's honestly, bro, it was honestly probably just like the food, like the normal food of what like is normal out here. Because when I went to Trinidad like right before COVID. When I was eating there, bro, like even like the churches and like McDonald's or like anything there, like
Super fire.
everything just tastes way more fresh. Like there's chickens walking around on the street, people are catching them, cutting them up, and cooking them, like, and then selling them. You know, but out here it's just like I feel like the normal, like we're just eating like a lot of bad shit.
Some shit we don't know.
Yeah,
We don't know about.
you're slowly like. If you're eating fat, like you're slow. Sometimes when I eat fast food, like, and you feel like shit, like it just feels like you're slowly killing yourself, like taking years off your life. You know, but I'm addicted to that shit. Like, if I
You
eat,
look good though, man. You lost weight, a lot of weight.
thank you. Yeah,
You're skinny.
yeah. I'm gonna
You
start
speak-
putting on some flex, man. Start putting on.
You were
some-
thick as fuck before for a
The
bit.
thing is, if I work out, like I get jacked. Like my metabolism or like my genes, like people might like, but like I never wanted to have like a jacked look, you know. Like when you think of a rapper, like you don't want a rapper to be jacked.
Yeah,
You know?
the baby was the only one that.
Yeah, like some people, but I don't know. Some people I don't just want to be a unit walking around here, man.
You did say once, yo, we talked about this before. He was being fat is the wave, and then get a tattoo on your stomach.
I used to have just the belly, but like it was getting to the point where I look in the mirror and like I would stand sideways, like my belly's just sticking out crazy. I'm just like, bro, this doesn't look good.
Who's one guy that you like wanna maybe collab with one day? Like your dream.
Future Hendrix.
My dream would be Lil Wayne for sure.
Wayne, huh?
Yeah, I have to Wayne or Ross or like Sway Lee would be sick. Trying to think of people that would sound good. I think me and 2 Chainz would be super fire. 2 Chainz is super
Yeah,
underrated.
I'm thinking of that. That would work.
Just like those old, because I still listen to that era of music where it was like Drake, like I'm on one.
Stupid
that was
era.
the greatest era.
Greatest era of all
greatest era.
time, man.
Those shits were just super banging.
2014 to 2015,
Yeah,
2013,
around there.
2015.
Yeah, around there. And that's when Young Thug started blowing up. And I was like,
Young Thug was
Young Thug
fucking
fan.
that Barter 6 album.
He came out of nowhere too.
Yeah. Stoner, fucking like lifestyle. That shit was bumping that shit.
I hate the fact, man, that I don't. Do you keep up with the new shit?
No, as much as I used to. Like when it's Thursday night, like I'll go on Twitter and see like what's dropping for the night, and then I'll usually listen to shit. But usually when I listen to shit now, it's not shit that I listen to and like I want to go listen to again. Like there might be some songs here and there, but usually when I go the last album that's dropped that I listen to like front to back all the time is like Drip Season 3, like Gunnas, old shit. But yeah, albums now are just not like, I don't know, they're not hitting the same.
I mean, I don't fuck with any of the new guys.
I still listen to Wayne like every day.
Wayne's different. Yeah, Wayne's the GOAT. I mean, I don't really see the appeal in guys like YoungBoy and.
I love YoungBoy. You don't like YoungBoy? YoungBoy's probably my favorite right now.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, YoungBoy's crazy.
Who's someone I don't fuck with? There's so many guys now. This new era of fucking, I can't. Something about the only 2 guys that I kind of listen to, Uzi and Some Baby. That's it.
Like a little baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Other than that, it's fucking.
I like
think it's
Moneybagg
ass.
Yo a lot.
Yeah, Moneybagg Yo, YoungBoy.
Do not listen to him. I know who he is. Do
That
not
was
listen to him.
Heavy.
Moneybagg Yo's
My-
fire.
Is that just like me being an old head though?
No, like I don't know. Like a lot of shit sounds like similar now too, right? So it's kind of like a lot of stuff sounds like stuff you have already heard before. So it's like,
It just doesn't sound good, man.
yeah.
It doesn't sound good to me. Right? Like people. I also don't know what they're saying, but there's a lot of songs that I fuck with that I don't know what they're saying, but it just sounds good. Something about it. But some of this new shit's.
I feel like it's just a lot of the shit's just lazy. Like it's not the same as when like before, like the amount of work people like Kanye and stuff like that put into like one song.
Yeah.
You know, like they're really trying to polish it. But now it's just like dudes are just going to the studio, fucking spit on 3 different beats and then dip.
3 songs on
And
about
the
an
engineer
hour.
makes it sound fire.
Yeah.
It's kind of like what you were talking about before, where someone will drop like 25 track fucking album or some shit. Where it's like before it'd be like 8 to 12 tracks, but they're all just like
Yeah. Well, Thugger even said he has like 1,000, like at least 1,000 songs in the vault that he hasn't even released.
But the labels are pushing that though, because if you drop your album, you have 25 songs. So that's more streams. So that's more chance of your song going your album going number 1. Like that's why they do it. And then you see them come now and drop a deluxe. so they could
Mhm.
keep the album in like in the top 5 spots, you know, for like a certain amount of weeks. Like, that's just how it is now. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't like to drop 25 songs because I know I'm not gonna like all of them.
Bro, I thought your inspiration would be Travis to be
Travis? I mean, like
performance wise.
performance wise, definitely. Like before I go do a big show, like I'll watch the 2 people I like watching perform the most is Travis and Wiz Khalifa. Like Wiz Khalifa will do his sets with like the live drums and shit like that. Like that's something I want to do like in the future. But like when I do Breakout and shit, it's only like 15-minute set, right? So to do all that setup and shit, like I don't even get sound check when I do it.
You just gotta go and pray to God that it's all.
Yeah, like sometimes it hasn't sounded how I wanted it to, but it's whatever.
Remember we were watching that Playboy Cardi?
Oh yeah, yeah. His shows are lit.
His shows are lit, bro.
Went to Rolling Loud, Miami. You like Cardi? I feel like you would.
Nah.
I went to Rolling Loud in Miami. It's fucking that shit was crazy.
I mean, his shit's hype, but I don't. Just sitting at home listening to it is just still kind of, you know, I don't.
The thing is, like his beat, like that album Die Lit, like the beats are just like so fire. If you're fucking like cleaning your room or some shit, like it's just some shit to put on, you know.
Okay, top 5 albums.
Carter 3 is number 1.
I agree.
Teflon Don, Rick Ross. That one. Barter 6, Young Thug. Shrem Life 1 for sure. Fuck, what else would I put up there?
Saw Baby.
Oh yeah, Saw Baby, Sandas.
Who's
Suck a
that?
nigga dick or something.
Yeah.
You never heard Saw Baby?
That's the artist?
Yeah, he had that.
He had
pull up with a
pull
stick track.
pull up with a stick. Let it hit. You ever heard that song?
No, man.
That was a while.
Oh,
He doesn't really draw music
No,
as much
no,
anymore,
yeah.
but that album,
I was like
he talks about like he refers to girls as like
amphibians. And
reptiles and shit.
Yeah,
He calls them amphibian because like you know how frog is an amphibian, like you know if the girl's like sitting on you doing a squat move,
Yeah.
so it's kind of like they look like a frog, right? And that's just hard as fuck. Like that's a crazy fucking
Yeah, no, that whole album was fucking nuts.
yeah, that's just crazy.
Yeah.
Bro, I haven't heard that word. Like since grade
Fucking
6
science
science.
11. Yeah, man.
Fuck. So, okay, Carter 3. Yeah, mine. I would put Carter 3 first for me. Nothing was the same.
Well, nothing
Mine's
was
all the
same
corny
as the-
shit. Mine's
Nothing
all
was-
like the basic corny ones that
Nothing was the same as my favorite Drake album.
easy.
The album's fucking, bro. I was fucking super light skinned when that album came out.
Yeah,
I was
nothing.
in my feelings listening to that shit. You know?
That's where the word "bae" came from, huh? That album when he was saying
Maybe.
from the Connect song. I remember thinking, I want to go and cry and drive to something.
Yeah. And that'd be the one.
Yeah, that'd be the one.
I did this hike in Poco to High Knoll. I did it on shrooms. When I get to the top, I'm just on shrooms and I put on
Yeah.
Hold
I know.
On, We're Going Home.
Yeah.
Just fucking stand looking over.
Oh, no. Yeah.
And then I would say I have to put a Weekend album, Beauty Behind the Madness. I'm a big
Weeknd?
Weekend guy.
I hate
Did you ever sync? You hate the Weekend?
I hate his new stuff. Like
Yeah.
all his new radio stuff. Like his old stuff was fucking crazy.
Yeah. House
With
of
the House of
Balloons,
Balloons and shit?
Thursday, and fucking.
But now it's like so radio.
Echoes of Silence. Those 3 like mixtapes. That was like even before he dropped like. Then he dropped the trilogy album, which was like.
Stupid. Crazy.
Yeah, which was pretty much his fucking 3 mixtapes
Yeah.
with like 4 more tracks.
House of Balloons, Kiss Land.
Kissland was fire. Yeah, his
Kissland
talent is crazy. It's just like for me, the new shit is like just sounds radio.
Yeah.
He's going to that mainstream
Yeah,
stage.
but like I
where
mean, if you're dropping songs and getting on radio, that means you're making fucking bread. So
Yeah, he's making.
if you're on the
that,
beat,
He
if
doesn't
you're on
even-
94.5,
Yeah.
then you're making bread.
And it's just like heavy on that too.
You know,
It's not even-
94.5 used to be all rap,
Yeah.
like when we were younger.
Mm-hmm.
Was
Like
it?
the DJ, there's a DJ used to come to my house for like barbecues and shit. My dad knew him, but the 94 when it was the beat 94.5, like a
Yeah.
long time ago,
Yeah.
used to be all rap, and then they got rid of that. But That's some type of shit we need here, man.
No,
'Cause,
that's what, like, when I was in Toronto, I was living in Toronto for the last, like, 2.5 years, and they have real, like, radio stations that are just only rap.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, like, even when you go in, like over there, they got the Joey's, which is pretty much, like, the Cactus Club over here.
Mm.
And you'll go in there, and they'll have the Raptors game playing the whole time, and then the whole time they'll have, like, some, like, early 2000s. Like, I remember I walked up in there, and the first track they're playing is, like, I Need a Girl Part 2,
Yeah.
you know? And then they're just, like, vibing with.
We need that here, man.
Yeah,
You're right. We do. We really
you go in
do.
there, you feel like at home in a way. You know, you're like chilling.
I just don't understand why not. I mean, you can't tell me there's not a market for people who want to ride in a car and listen to rap. But like, obviously, like either way, I guess like I wouldn't listen to radio now. I have aux.
Yeah.
Playlist already.
I haven't listened to the radio in years.
Yeah, exactly.
So just throw it on if I'm going on for like a 2-minute drive type of, you know,
Sure.
to drive to and shit.
So yeah, I mean, Beauty Behind the Madness. What other? I gotta put a Kanye album in there. I would say Dark Twisted
Fantasy
Yeah,
album was
that was
retarded.
crazy album. 808s was
Yeah.
fucking dope.
Yeah, that was a banger too.
Yeah, Kanye. I don't like his new shit at all though. Ever since Life of Pablo, I haven't liked it.
That was crazy.
I just
that was our
the
year at
production is
Cap.
crazy. I just think his like his bars are just not.
Yeah, he lost his bars.
Yeah.
He has Jesus Lord on Donda. Is he spits on that though? I don't know.
I never like I didn't really listen too much to Donda.
I mean, yeah, he's lost that. I mean, he hasn't lost it. He's just in a different mood, you know.
Yeah, he just had on the gospel tip.
Yeah. So what's the goal, man? I mean, what are you hoping to do with this music shit? I mean,
I want to the whole thing for me. I want to do like, I've kind of come to the point now where like, it's not just music. Like I just want to be an entertainer, man. Like at the end of the day, if it comes in where fucking somebody wants to put me on a show or something, like I'm super down. Like that's the shit I'm trying to do, you know? Like rap is just something I love to do. And it's an avenue for me to put myself out there. Like now, like I've been doing that for a long time, just music, and I haven't really gotten anywhere, you know, gotten to where I want to be. So now it's just like I'm doing all the TikTok and all that other shit just so I just want like when people open their apps and shit, like see my fucking face, you know? And like that's just the goal right now. So when the time comes and when I can start figuring out different ways to make bread and stuff like that. And like,
you just be an influencer.
Yeah.
I mean,
I would
with
say influencer just kind of sounds like
just kind of dweeby.
wake up in the morning and post a TikTok.
Yeah.
Get in out of your bed and shit.
But with music, do you want to sell out shows?
Well, 100%. Like, bro, the feeling of doing a show is like.
What's the feeling like? Yeah, I
When I
want
do
to
those big shows, like the adrenaline is like fucking nuts. Like especially when the crowd's into it, and like I'm looking at certain, because like when I'm performing, like I'm looking at certain people in the crowd, and those people who are getting the most of it, like that's who I'm like feeding the energy off of. But like that shit is like fucking like it's just a rush. Like I can imagine how it feel like if thousands of people know your song,
40,000
like
people
singing
just
your song, you know. I can imagine like the rush, because even just doing it how I do it now, it's a rush.
with what? Like, I mean, you're doing around like Breakout. What was it? Like 1,000 people, 2,000 people?
Yeah, it was like a lot. Like when I did the winter breakout, I swear there was like over like 6,000 people there.
Yeah, that winter breakout one was lit.
Yeah, I walked out. I was like, "What the fuck?" Like as I'm walking out, I'm like, "Holy fuck!"
That one was all inside too, and I remember you played a little bit later too. Remember?
Well, it was that one was only a 1 day.
Yeah.
So like
that's what
all
it
the
was.
kids come early, you know, because it's just 1 day.
Right.
That shit was crazy. That was probably my favorite show for sure.
It's a thrill, man. What's like when you have all these people, you're on stage, all like lights on you. You're the man, right? Like,
Yeah.
Is it everything? Like I actually always picture what it feels like being on stage like that, like being like a Travis or like a Drake or whoever, right, on stage. Is it exactly as I think it feels like in my head? Like just I'm the
Yeah, you feel like a
I'm a
god.
god.
Yeah, you feel like a god. Like you kind of black out and like nothing else. Like you're not thinking about anything else. You know, you're kind of just like in this moment for your set.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like you kind of just black out and just like do it.
and then when everyone's jumping up and down,
Yeah.
you know, getting hyped, doing the fucking mosh pit. Like they're actually listening. You can actually direct the crowd. Like, yo, make like open up, move back.
Yeah.
And then when the beat go boom, they
It
just
basically feels like hitting a fucking game winner in basketball
Yeah, I
for
was gonna say.
20 minutes, 15 minutes. That's basically what it would feel like.
Mm-hmm.
Just that rush, like that's what it is.
so. I mean, I feel. Is that all? That's all the motivation you need to
Yeah.
tell yourself, yo, I want to be doing that in front of 40,000
Yeah.
people.
Especially if I'm going out there and there's a bunch of people I don't know and they're fucking with me
Yeah.
and they're enjoying like my set, then like if I can make people I don't know enjoy my set, like then put me in a position where people know me and like see what it's gonna be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why I keep it going. I've obviously had times where I'm like, fuck, like should I keep doing this and stuff like this? Like I'm doing it for a long time, but what gets me out of that is just I go make some music and like sometimes it'll be a month where like I'm not making much music, or like if I have nothing to talk about, I'm not gonna make a song about just nothing, you know? But like there'll be some times where I go back in and I make something and like I really like it, I impress myself, so I'm like, hey, like I'm gonna keep going.
Strictly from the inspiration, you
Yeah.
make a song. It's not like, oh, I haven't made a song in a while. I gotta go make a song just to make out content.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, if I'm not feeling inspiration, I don't give a fuck.
If
I
I'm
gotta
not
wait.
feeling it, fuck it. I'll just turn around and play 2K or some shit. I like have my room is like one desk with like my PC and my PlayStation and shit like that. And I have a chair and then I turn around and it's fucking there's another desk with like the studio shit.
Studio.
So I'm just like back and forth
Yeah.
from there.
You gotta pull from somewhere.
My thing is, man, we've talked about this. We talked about this with a couple other guests because we had a guest on. He was a boxer and he said he wants to be face to face with Canelo Alvarez. And then who's the other guy we had on? Who's the last guy we had on, Alex?
The very last
Yeah, the
one?
last one.
Yeah, the last person we had was Roderick.
Yeah, we talked about him like, you know, he wants to be an NBA coach one day. My thing is like I want you to say that I'm gonna be selling out shows at, you know, I'm gonna be performing with Drake.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be at these big fucking venues doing all this.
Well, I believe that 100%. Like I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't believe. I wouldn't be doing this at all if I thought I was just gonna be some guy who can make some money from making music, but is not living like at the end of the day, I'm always a competitor first. Like come from the basketball background, like I'm a competitor. So at the end of the day, like you rap too, I want to be better than you. You know what I mean? I don't care who the fuck it is. If it's Drake or the best rappers in the game, like I want to be fucking better than them. You know what I mean? So I'm a competitor at the end of the day. And people who are competitors, as you know, you play ball, like you want to win. And I like to win. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I wouldn't want you to say anything else where it's like, oh, I'm gonna see where it goes.
Yeah.
You know, keep putting out music, see what happens. No, fuck that. Like,
Fuck, if you're just doing that, then what's the point?
You already took the L mentally.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you're doing this podcast here. What? Like you probably didn't think you were gonna do a podcast. How long has this been a idea like for you before you did it?
I mean, during COVID 2020, 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
COVID is that's when podcasts like popped off.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like obviously when you do your podcast, you guys put in the work. You have this nice setup. Like you obviously want to be better than the other podcasts, right? So
Sometimes you doubt yourself though, right? I mean, there's moments
Yeah.
obviously every time, like it's
Sure.
all the time, but it's just kind of like
Yeah, it comes for sure.
I don't give a fuck. You gotta just like
Yeah.
ignore it.
Is it like
Somehow.
there's so like the thing is, bro, if we were doing this type of shit, like if I didn't play ball in high school and I only rapped and I knew what the fuck the rap game was and like what I wanted to do and like what I should do, like if I knew what I was doing, I would have dropped a video for Lit Man. You know what I mean? Like I would have dropped a video and like all that hype it had, that video might have had like 100K views on YouTube. But like I didn't know. I was just doing this shit for fun. You know what I mean? So fucking
Now you're thinking of it more of like a business, like a kind of
well, that's why now like I don't pay
strategically, not just
I don't pay other people to make my music videos now. Like I have a homie, his little brother just got a camera, so he shoots the video, I edit it. Like the video I just did, I edited it, but that was my first time editing a music video. And then my music, like the engineer part, like who makes it sound good and shit, like I do that all myself. And like, yeah, I just buy beats off YouTube, stuff like that. Cause like I paid for music videos like $2,000, but like I was going to school and like I wasn't fucking. I just worked a regular job. Like I wasn't making a bunch of money, so fucking like taking out a loan to pay $2,000 for a video.
Yeah.
Like I was paying it off for like 3 years, so I could never really get myself like financially stable. But like I'm good now, but it's just like, you know, I found ways to. You gotta learn how to do shit yourself, because you can learn like anything you want to learn. You could go on YouTube and fucking learn that shit. It's just if you want to put in the time to sit there and watch and learn it. But if you do, you'll learn the shit. Like,
Yeah, it's a lot sometimes though.
yeah, no, it is. Just
You
even
edited the whole comic book video?
yeah,
Fuck.
yeah, on my phone. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But like I'm gonna go into like using Premiere Pro and stuff like that. It's just my PC doesn't run, like it's too glitchy, so I'm trying to figure that situation out. But
Can you run on the MacBook or no?
no, because my MacBook, if I update my MacBook, then I will lose my music program because it's like cracked.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if not, I have to pay like $1,000 for the
Is
program.
that true, Alex? He knows.
No, I updated it before and fucking I couldn't use it, so I had to
Why would they delete it?
downgrade it and re-crack the whole thing. It took me like 5 hours.
They delete your music?
A cracked software is illegal,
Jailbreak. You know, remember when they had like.
right? So software has
It's not
copy.
doing it illegally though.
No, but like it's like downloading an app on your computer. That's like, or you download a game. But
Yeah, so if you're using an older version of the software that's incompatible, you would have to, you know, if you were going to upgrade your operating system, you got to make sure the app is going to work, right? So you have to upgrade the whole app, whatever program. Like I always keep my operating system 1 or 2 versions behind, because I just wait, because the stuff that I do has to work. So I just wait for like stuff like Pro Tools. They're always behind. They take time to qualify and support newer versions of Mac OS. They don't just work. If you just upgrade your OS, you're just gonna brick your machine.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Or it may work partially, but it may be unstable and crash, and you just can't have that if you're doing production work. If you're using it for business and your computer has to work, you don't want to upgrade your operating system right away.
So there's a chance all that shit crashes and all your music just fucking gets destroyed.
Yeah, well, I have a hard drive.
Yeah.
I didn't have a hard drive for like the first year, and then I was sitting there with like 150 songs. I was like, bro, if I lose this shit, I'll fucking start crying. So I gotta fucking get a hard drive.
So what's the next move? Anything you wanna?
Next move is just I'm dropping a song every month, a video every month. I'm doing the TikTok shit. I started doing my little food review show, Kitchen Fire. We're gonna get that going heavier.
Yo, you remember our lineup at Cap? Our start when we go on Fire Line?
Oh, the B team? Like,
Yeah.
Cooking the
Nasty.
starters? Cooking.
Me,
That's
you.
the funniest team I've ever been on. Like, if you look at the guys from the starting it to the end of the bench, like everybody's fucking hilarious. Like fucking Whitman.
Whitman liked the story I put up.
Did
Yeah.
Shout out to Whitman. He always used to give me rides home and shit. But like everybody on that team was fucking hilarious. Like Johnny Sands, Michael Hale, like Marty, fucking Cassidy is fucking hilarious. Like
Kyle
that team
Cook.
was-
Kyle Cook.
with his fucking stretches and shit, all his little stretches and shit. Fuck, man, that team was fucking hilarious.
with his white hair at like 24. This guy had like
Nothing,
white
bro.
hair.
The thing with that team, like we didn't take anything serious. Like all the practices were all fucking around. Like,
Man, I had the most fun on that team. Man.
100%.
I didn't play.
Yeah, that team was fucking fun, bro.
You got a website you want to promote? Where's the easiest place to go to find your music?
You can go to DaamCP.com. I got a website.
DaamCP.com.
Yeah.
So
DaamCP.com, or you could fucking Spotify, DaamCP, Apple Music, YouTube, all that.
stream comic book out now on every platform, right? Spotify, Apple, YouTube. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for coming on.
No, this was fun.
This is dope. This is funny as fuck. I'm gonna listen to this and be like, holy,
You get some good clips for sure.
insane clips.
Yeah.
Vile has to.
Yeah. But yeah, fucking this guy's trying to rap now.
You're trying to rap?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just
Word, do
recording. I'm recording him at my house.
Do it up.
Record himself.
Shout out to Scanner May in the cut.
Me.
Somehow I knew I seen you on IG before. Yeah.
Yeah.
So appreciate you coming on, man. Enjoy your 24. Episode 37.
Let's go.
DaamCP.
How long was that?
How long was that?
Oh, like an hour?
Hour?
That was a long time. That was
Like
good.
light.
I don't usually have conversations for this long, so it's nice. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I don't usually just like.
I get it out of people, man.
I just play video games. Like that's really all I be doing.
Mm-hmm.
Like music, play video games.
You're just so chill, man. Just chilled out. No worry.
Yeah, that's what I like. You know, I just like to have. I like to bring that vibe around. You know, I don't want to bring
soothing
negative
presence.
energy into people. You know.
Mm-hmm.
No anxiety.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Enjoy your 24, episode 37. Like, subscribe.
Yeah.
If you liked the episode, any part of it, if you enjoyed it, you know, like, subscribe, comment, share, whatever you want to do. DaamCP on the pod today. He's gonna blow up, man. I know it. Appreciate you, man.
So,
Yeah.
Peace.
thank you.
Blessings.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got hella comments in the chat. I can see this.
See?
Yeah.
What is
What are
that?
they saying?
Who's the next one? Sabago?
Yeah, he's come on